Hey everyone, you have a RevX ozone sanitation cabinet. We are going to show you exactly how to orient your red valve to the correct angle in the sanitation cabinet so that your ozone is injecting into the water correctly. When you received your RevX ozone sanitation cabinet, your red valve was most likely pointed parallel, as you can see in this video, to the filter housing. Additionally, your venturi may be face down, while in this video mine is faced up. Don't worry, this video still applies to you as well. So let's go ahead and start by just plugging in our ozone directly to the power connection. You'll also notice that this green light will turn on. Again, it's a very faint green light. It's not extremely bright, so you may not be able to really notice it unless it's at night, but trust me, it is on and it is powering the ozone through this tube and into your venturi. Before I start changing the parallel default angle that the ozone sanitation comes at, I'm actually going to flash up another video to the side here showing you what the water looks like in the tub as you start to adjust the angle of your valve. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so what a 90-degree angle means is that you're actually closing off this whole connection and the water is only going through here and bypassing your filter. We never want to have it at a 90-degree angle. We always want it just in the sweet spot, which is about a 30-degree angle, so that you could see at least some ozone gas or bubbles entering into your RevX tub or your water container. Okay, so as you saw me orienting the angle of that red valve, the bubbles got more and more intense. But again, we never want to have this valve at a 90-degree angle. We want it closer to about a 30-degree angle, just like that, right there. And to also validate that there are ozone bubbles getting injected into the water like that. Of course, the more you angle it to 90, no water's going in your filter. It's all bypassing through there. The system does get louder in here. You could hear it in terms of pressure. And then you could see that the water is just spewing out a ton of ozone bubbles. So again, let's never have it at 90 degrees. Okay, now that we have the angle oriented correctly for your red valve in your ozone sanitation cabinet, we're going to go ahead and unplug your ozone because you do not want to run this 24/7. You're either going to want to run it on a Christmas digital timer like this or a Gobi smart plug. And in this second half of the video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use both of these and where to find them online. Okay, so if you buy this Christmas timer right here, you don't need any Wi-Fi connection. You just plug this into your power source and that right directly to your ozone generator. So as you can see on the screen right here, there's also instructions when you get this online. You'll see that the clock arrows up there. That allows you to adjust the time of your that's stored in memory on this device. If you actually want to set a timer, what you want to do is click once, and you could set 2 timers, not just one. So you could maybe say, hey, I want it to run for an hour in the morning and then an hour at night. You could do that for this, but if you're going to be wanting to set more advanced schedules, like I want to run in the morning, the afternoon, and the night, you just won't be able to do it with this kind of timer, and the Gobi smart plug would be more your best route. So if you go ahead and click the first setting right here, you'll see that it allows you to select the time that you want your power to turn on to your to this system. So let's go ahead and click that one more time right there, and then let's go ahead and I'm actually going to set it for my ozone generator to turn on at 2 a.m. So I'm going to go ahead and just zoom that all the way down to 2 a.m. right there. Perfect. And then you just want to click it one more time to then set it, and you'll see that your setting right here is on to start at 2 a.m. And then after you wait a couple seconds, it'll go back to what the current time is. Same approach for when to turn it off, because we now configured it to turn on, but we need to also, configure it to turn off. So you click once here, and you'll see that the arrow goes on the off, and I'm going to go ahead and set it down to 3 a.m. for my turn off time, because I want it to run from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m., and that is for 1 hour. So let's go back up to 3 a.m. right there. And once that locks in, you could also just click here too, but you'll see that both arrows are basically set for an on setting and an off setting. And that on setting is at, if I click this once, that on setting starts at 2 a.m. If you want to turn it off, just click this one more time, and you'll see that arrow go away from the off. But let's click it again, and then let's go ahead and let it set and be programmed into memory here. Okay, so we got that on and off. So that's how you use this smart plug right here. You don't need any Wi-Fi. It's a little more digital and friendly if you don't have a good Wi-Fi connection outside. Let's go ahead and move on to, so the Govee smart plug is a little more advanced. It does require you to have a 2.4 gigahertz internet connection in your house, which is pretty typical for any kind of internet connection you have or router that you have in your house. You also will be able to download a smart phone app and actually be able to control the on and off of this in the app. But also in that app, you'll be able to set the scheduling of your ozone, just kind of like we did for the Christmas timer here. But you'll be able to do that all on your app, and you'll be able to have a little more customization there. So let's go ahead and I'm actually going to connect this to my power source, connect to my ozone generator. I'm going to go through the whole app setup on basically how to get this set up and the scheduling all set, kind of like how I did for this, but this one's a little more advanced. So let's hop into that tutorial. Okay, so the first step we want to do is head to your app store and type in Govee. So it'll come up as Govee Home. That's exactly the app that we want. I'm going to go ahead and download this app. Okay, now that this app is downloaded, let's go ahead and open it up. Yes, let's allow for Bluetooth, and I like to allow for notifications, so it's your personal preference. Let's go ahead and swipe through the settings. So you can do a lot with this smart plug. I mean, you could even connect it to your water chiller as well too and get it set up, but let's just go ahead and click on the screen to get rid of that. So yes, let's agree to that. Okay, now that we've got the app set up, what we're going to do is connect the Govee smart plug to our power source, then go ahead and initiate it to actually connect it to our app here. Okay, so go ahead and connect your Govee smart plug into your power source. When you do connect this, there will be a colored light right there. So we're gonna actually transition into setting up the app and setting the schedule on here. If you don't see this device pop up on the app, you probably just need to click this a couple times. Again, your instruction manuals when you buy this smart plug will have all that there. Okay, so let's go into the Govee app. Let's go to add device. It's gonna scan for nearby devices. This is not the correct app. Looks like the top one is right there, that smart plug. And again, if you don't see your circle Govee smart plug come up, you can go ahead and just click that power button to reinstate the Bluetooth signal. So let's go ahead and connect this. Once I do so, you're going to have to log in an account or create an account. So let's go ahead and create an account. And save or don't save it to your keychain. Perfect. Let's skip this setting. Okay, let's select that device again. So we're now connecting to it. So now it'll walk you through the exact steps on how to get this connected. So let's just go ahead and do this on the smart plug, and you can't see this, but I'm currently by my ozone cabinet where my Govee smart plug is. Short press it, so just a quick click, and then I'm going to name this Ozone Generator. And then now you're going to have to connect to your Wi-Fi setting here. So if you want to switch Wi-Fi, you have to go ahead and go to settings and follow this. But again, like I've had this app, so it's already defaulting to my personal Wi-Fi. So let's go ahead and enter in the password for the Wi-Fi. All right, connection successful. Okay, let's just go ahead. Now that we're connected and have access to our outlet, now we're able to set the timer settings. So what this looks like is you would go ahead and just add a timing type. So like the Christmas timer, there's an on setting and an off setting, or rather a signal that you send to your smart plug. So I'm going to go ahead and do an on setting. We're going to have it turn on every single day at, we'll say, 3 a.m. Perfect. Click check. So now this is just the on setting. We need to now set an off setting. So let's go to off. We're going to set that to 4 a.m. And we're going to select every day of the week. Perfect. So now we've got our ozone generator on a 1-hour timer that turns on at 3 a.m. and turns off at 4 a.m. every single day. And again, you could create more of these schedules on and off and have certain days and times and all that as well. But hopefully this video was helpful, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to our team. Thank you.